One. Hey everybody, welcome to the Wombo podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Gimpy, along with the one, the only, the sitting in the futuristic universe himself, Chipped Monk. What's up, bro?
Finally, the Combo Wombos come back to the internet, dude.
That's good. That's good. I like it.
I'm ready, dude.
Much like I like your background. What is this?
Thanks, bro. This is the default Discord, background that they have going on.
I like that Discord is like branching like further out into like this video meeting space kind of
the
thing.
Metaverse.
It's been cool to watch it. Like
they've added some
the
games,
activities and stuff. Yeah,
so many activities.
Yeah. It's to the point where I may have convinced my day job to like pay for Discord Nitro. And just,
why not, man?
Like
it's a good program. I
I
know like a lot of people use like Teams and stuff. Yeah. Like there's other, conference stuff, but
internally we use a different program that I won't list here, but it's very similar to Discord, but it also has like a true phone feature, which is kind of what we need. So that's it. But I
mean, a lot of these are becoming web-based as well, though. So it's like you can use, if your phone has a web browser, you could use a lot of the other services.
Right. True. Oh, dude, I've been having some issues with my phone. I have a Pixel 4, right? And apparently, like online, people are like, "Pixel 4 is trash," right? And I had it forever. And
get dunked on, noob.
Right. And I've never had a problem with it, right?
Phone's trash, grandpa.
I've had issues with like mobile network connectivity, maintaining Wi-Fi connectivity, random restarts.
Dang. Do you think it was like an update? Did you think they nerfed it?
It seems like it.
Was the Pixel too powerful, dude, and they had to nerf?
It seems like
the next patch.
I think my next phone, I'm gonna go Samsung.
Seems like all the big companies are just pretty slimy, dude, with these updates. They're just like, we're just gonna nerf. We're gonna kill your battery life. We're gonna kill like your ability to connect to the internet.
Yeah. I mean, your battery life will degrade over time anyway, which is what I'm prepared for, right? But my shit won't even last like 3 hours now.
Dang,
that's ridiculous.
I was looking at picking up. If we're speaking about things we're thinking about getting.
Yeah,
think about getting like one of those like routers with like Wi-Fi 6 in it.
Why haven't you already?
I don't know, dude. Like I have like a hard line that goes through the wall right into my room that I just use for my laptop, and it hasn't been an issue except for like when the professor came over with the Steam Deck, and he was like, "Bro, I'm only getting like 5 megabits down on this bitch," and I'm like, I mean, I have like a whatever it is, like 300 line. Like it shouldn't be that bad. And he's like, "Well, this is trash, bro. Your internet's trash." I was like, "I think it's just the Wi-Fi, bro." He's like, "I don't know about that, bro." And I was like, "God damn it."
So he's talking shit about your stuff.
Yeah, and I picked up that Humble bundle last week with like the Zenith MMORPG.
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask if we should pick that up. I was gonna ask.
I don't know. I picked it up. I don't know. I wouldn't suggest. I tried. That's where the Wi-Fi would be nice, because like I had to like stream it from like Steam's VR, and like I was like just lagging, and I was like, man, this is not great. I need to either like connect a hard line with the headset or like get a better router, because going through the wall, not so great.
We've played games where you were streaming from PC wirelessly though.
Yeah, but I usually go to the other room where like the actual router, like it's no wall, there's no interference. Okay. It's like a room away, dude. Like it shouldn't be this bad, but it is.
Yeah, dude, pick one out, dude. That's actually pretty.
Yeah,
good,
I picked out a few of them, and like I was looking at it yesterday, I almost pulled the trigger. Was like, these big corporations have it together, like the same day delivery. I was like, I can eat this today by like 5 p.m.
Yeah, so it's like I can even shoot over and pick it up.
Just go pick one up, dude.
Like my router's already Wi-Fi 6. I got one that was kind of future proof, and so I guess I haven't had the issue. But going backwards, I could tell. Like I'm like, ooh, this was bad. Like
it wasn't great. It's very mid. It's like you don't know, like much like when you're like at the big box store and you're looking at nice TVs. Yeah. It's not like when you buy the TV, there's like other wall of TVs to compare your TV to at home. It's like you just kind of get used to it.
Exactly.
And then like when you're like, oh shit, I could have been living in all this luxury this whole time. Instead of been fiddling about like a peasant.
So you bought that Humble VR bundle right now that which includes Into the Radius, which I suggested, and that game's fucking amazing. Absolutely love that game. Vertigo Remastered is also in that bundle, which I was interested in because I wanted to get Vertigo too, but I'm like, I should play the whole series. I should play the first one first, right?
Yeah,
So
you won't know what's going on if you don't.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab that bundle, dude. I don't play MMOs, but if we both have Zenith, I'd play it with you. You know, and it's in VR. I'll try it again. But you know, I just
this is it, dude. This is how we get Isekai. We take a double bath. Me and you will play Zenith with our headgear on.
Yeah.
I got a hot tub downstairs, dude. We'll both end up being the hot tub full VR gear.
Our nerve setup is just much more bootleg than. Right?
This is how we do it, dude. I'm telling you, dude. I saw
full dive.
Full dive. Yeah, man. I was looking at this. I guess there's a new Armored Core coming out.
Yeah, Armored Core 6. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say Rumble for the VR thing. Yeah.
You hit me with like a rock promo. You're like Rumble. Take your face off. I was like, what?
But yeah, Armored Core 6. That gameplay trailer came out. It was announced a couple months ago.
It's crazy that they're just like the creators of Dark Souls. It's like, and also Armored Core. They had like a whole other Armored Core series.
Tenchu, you know,
yeah,
they've had a huge. They've been making games before Dark Souls, but yeah.
What have they done for me lately, though, dude? Right, Dark Souls, yeah, like Elden Rings are going into Armored Core now, and it's like
Chrome Hounds, just
dude. Yeah, I don't know. It looked okay. I always like Mechs. I know they just did like a reboot for like Gundam again, and they're like, oh, this is great because now people can finally get into the series.
And I was like, yeah. They do a reboot of Gundam every like 10 years though. But
yeah. But it's it's been like 10 years, so it's
yeah.
It's now the next children's turn to play with Gundam.
The games have been doing pretty well for Gundam, like Gundam Versus series have been doing pretty well. So I think
had like a free to play one for a little bit.
I played that.
Yeah.
It was like
you try to get me into it.
Like, it's kind of like Overwatch 2, but I felt it was better. I still feel it's the better game than Overwatch, but community's
Nobody's
just not
talking
there for
about it. Yeah.
It's definitely harder than Overwatch, but that's what
Do you think it's just like a West thing?
I don't think it's just a West thing. I think people would, maybe because like giant robots are kind of niche, right? But
yeah, they're already like a weeb vertical slice, but also like there's like no real effort of like advertising or anything. Like I only heard about from you.
Yeah,
like I don't know, infamous on this podcast for like not like hitting like any of the advertising areas where you're like, where would you even see ads? I'm like, you're right. I don't even have a phone right now. I was like, I don't know, maybe YouTube or something. Yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah. There was no real advertisement for it. I can't even think of where I saw it. I think I heard it from a friend too. I heard it from shout out to Trank. I think he's like, hey, yeah. But I played it and I thought
there was rumblings in the metaverse, dude.
It was way more fun than Overwatch, and it had a higher skill floor and higher skill ceiling. I felt so.
Okay,
it's I think it was too technical. The map design was pretty poor though. It was very generic looking.
It's hard with the giant robots, man. Like there's only so many robot pixels you can fit on the screen.
But if you look at like what Armored Core does for their level design, what MechWarrior does for the level design, it's a lot more open, right? And but then with like an Overwatch style game, you have to have like a true map and corridors and stuff like that. So
yeah, there's to be like a flow to it.
They like pretty much gray box levels and left it at gray box.
Like, that's good enough. I don't know. Like we talked about this like way early on in the podcast about like how the new Unreal like Nanite, how there's going to be like a bunch of games that are going to be coming out there just mid, but look gorgeous.
Yeah,
I feel like it's begun, dude. Like
it has begun.
It has begun. It's prophesized yet again. By the combo Wombo. I was wrong about Nintendo and Akari, but I think I gave myself plenty of time for that.
Yeah. What game came out that's mid?
And Nintendo did team up with Toyota to like give people Switches with the car, but I was like, no, it was like a legit partnership. It's not even close. I went deep on that prediction, dude. All right, I'm still sticking to it.
You did. You had the full body hot tub jacuzzi or whatever.
Yeah, I was like precogging it, dude. Like Minority Report, dude. I was just like,
definitely.
Yeah, dude. Just shit my pants in the jacuzzi, and I'm just sitting there seeping, dude.
On that note, but
there's like a Forsaken coming out, dude. There's
Forsaken. Yeah, that's true. It looks beautiful. Play like it was mid. Yeah.
Very mid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like looking at it, I was like, this game's
It's hard to remember games that were mid, right? Because I know there's been some big releases that just kind of went, but it's hard to remember those. I think you're right.
Is that one new game that's coming out? Maybe it's coming out, the body cam footage one, where everyone's like, this looks
Unrecord?
super. Yeah, I already see people complaining. We've talked about it before too. When
who's complaining about that?
I don't know, the internet. They complain, the netizens, as the writers call them.
No one calls them that.
A lot of people call them
No
netizens.
not even one person.
A lot of authors in China call people netizens.
Okay. All right.
You gotta read more light novels, dude. You gotta read more about like being isekai into other worlds, bro.
I'm obviously, unknowledgeable.
You're not very well read on the internet writers form. Try web novels, dude. Maybe,
I was actually reading Roadside Picnic finally for like, where Stalker and all that universe is kind of based on. I'm actually finally bought the book and I'm reading that, so that's been interesting.
I finished one. It's called Mother of Learning. It's basically Groundhog's Day, but with magicians. It's pretty good. It actually like has like a conclusion to it. It's like 103 chapters. Now have it like on Amazon, whatever their audio book version of Kindle.
It's still Audible.
Audible,
they bought Audible.
Whatever.
Yeah,
that's theirs now. Yeah,
yep.
I don't know. It's great. There's a lot of it. It's like probably like 200 hours of audio content, and it's like broken up into parts. Yeah. That being said, early on in the Combo Wombo podcast, we were talking about like NVIDIA and like AI enhancing like GTA 5, where they overlaid like real world footage onto the gameplay. And I was like, I think this is too far. Like there's like a point where it's like the uncanny valley where it's like it becomes too real. And I was like, I don't think I'd want to play that game, dude. Like where you're like, it looks like real
Unrecord.
A little bit, yeah. Where I'm like, this is a bit. It's not quite there yet, but it's getting close, right?
Yeah.
It's like almost at that hump where it's like, I don't think I actually want to like look at like a snuff film, basically. Like this is getting crazy. It's not quite there yet, but like you can see like you can extrapolate like 5-10 years down the road here where you're like, dang, this is a bit much.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I think it looks good. I mean, they're using a combination. It's not just pure like Unreal 5 or whatever. It's a combination of filters, and the fisheye lens actually tricks your brain into thinking it's a little more, a little more realistic than what it actually is. Once you like get into the game, and I went through this in our Discord with Intoxicating Fable and our
Top Minds.
Shout out and Crab.
You guys were like CSI pulling apart the footage frame by frame.
Like, look at here. You can tell like these are definitely purchased assets, right here. And it's like, oh, okay, I see it. And I was like,
sound like a dark and darker lawyer right now.
It's just this filter that he's used. It's like he's very gifted in like combining different filters and effects to make it look as realistic as possible. Yeah. And then I showed like the animation of like the guy getting shot. I was like, this is a predetermined animation or whatever. I was like, yeah. And then I was like, you've seen this in other games. He's like, oh shit, you're right. So, I broke it down a little bit, and I think I unmasked the game a bit. But
magician secrets are revealed, dude, with Gimpy and the boys.
Right, but that being said,
in the back of the van.
I think it looks phenomenal. I can't wait to play it. It's going to be a single player experience, I believe, and
it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. It was okay. I don't like how a lot of like other media outlets are just like posting the footage without like crediting or putting like the source to like the people. Like, I don't know, it's been a problem for a long time for like artists, and I don't know, I think there's like part of that like also builds up more hype for a game, but I don't know, it's kind of like a little disrespectful to be like, oh, it's unknown, like you might be able to find them if you look on Twitter or YouTube. It's like, just give a link. What the fuck? Give their handle,
dude. By one guy as well. So
yeah. I guess they're looking for money and other developers or whatever, but yeah. No, what it is.
He's doing his own thing.
He's doing his own thing, but it sounded like he wasn't going to turn away like a dump truck full of money if somebody like rolled up on him.
The other, I'm sure. Who would turn away a dump truck full of money though?
Nobody, dude. Nobody's made out of. Maybe Vince McMahon because he already has like a swimming pool full of money.
You can't take one pod without bringing up wrestling, huh?
I didn't mention anything about wrestling, dude.
Vince McMahon?
He happens to be a CEO. He's just sold the company to Endeavor, dude. He's a businessman. He's just a simple businessman, dude.
All right, let's get into what I wanted to talk about today. Jedi Survivor.
THQ Nordic. Oh,
no one talks about them.
what? What about their new video game that they have coming out in December?
Which is
Fight Forever, AEW Wrestling with Kenny Omega.
No, we're not here for that.
I just thought you're mentioning it.
No.
Seemed like you wanted to talk about it a little bit.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I like how you're throwing shade on me, bro, but you're wearing like the Ultimate Deletion t-shirt, dude. You're like, oh, you can't help but bring it up, bro. How dare you, sir?
You tried to throw me under the bus the other week to the boys, so I had to just call you out on it, dude.
I'll throw everybody under the bus, dude. I am the bus at this point, dude.
That's true. That's true. But no, dude. Jedi Survivor launched just the other day. With it's like the 6th or 7th game, AAA game that released on PC this year, with horrible performance at launch.
Damn, dude.
It's being dragged through the mud on Steam.
What's going on with it? Is it just like
the game itself is great? Like the game is
fantastic. It just made for next gen shit, and they're kind of struggling.
No, and here's the problem. No, it's the EA came out and released a statement saying. The problem is people using hardware that's designed for Windows 11 or using it on Windows 10. That's not it, you fucking liars.
That's not how hardware works, dude.
Yeah, that's not how that shit works. So they pretty much scapegoated that.
Just blame everybody else.
It's like
it's your
4090s and shit that are having problems, dude. It's like It's like, why? And then this is, Last of Us came out, the PC port came out like shitty.
Very small amount of people with like 4090s and stuff though too right now.
No, dude. It's a widespread issue though. But like they're saying it's like people with, upper end hardware with the issue. But no, it's wider spread than that. But they kind of pinpointed it to that. They're like, oh, it's real hard making games for PC with so many different hardware configurations. EA, you've been doing it for fucking ever. Of course it's hard. Like you have no excuse because you've been doing it for all time. Now this is a case of I am fucking. I can guarantee that Respawn knew the game ran like shit on PC.
I think so, huh?
I can guarantee it. You don't release a game with a day one patch, mind you, saying it'll fix everything, and then it doesn't fix everything, right? So they already knew it was fucked. So they released a day one patch that fixed the cutscenes stuttering. Unless it fixed the actual like game being low frames and all that shit.
Well, you're saying underneath all of this, there's an actual game there that's pretty damn good.
Yes, but if you play it on console, works fine. It's fantastic. It's clear it was made with console in mind.
Put it out on PC at all? Do you think? Like just like
no, you can put it on PC. Delay it a week. Delay it however long you need.
Sony's MO has been delaying games for like 3 years to PC. They're like, it'll come to PC eventually.
Well, they're doing that for exclusivity reasons. It's more of a money grubbing thing. But you're right.
There's precedence
as a shitty port. But
there's a lot of shitty Sony ports.
But
they work. You can play them.
Fix them. They fix them outside of it, right?
And like it also helps that like a Steam Workshop like allows you to like add in like weird programs that like reconfigure controls so they'll actually work on like a lot of those Sony ports.
I mean, they've done a much better job. Like Returnal
recently,
some issues, but then after like a month it works fine. But it seems like all
You're
of these
not going to sit there and
ports...
tell me Sony hasn't put out some straight fucking broken ports. Like they're like, oh, we have one resolution, you can't change anything else.
Well, that was more Capcom ports than Sony though. Like with the resolution shit and the control thing. That was the huge thing for their 7th generation ports, where you couldn't change shit. Like the Lost Planet port for PC, you could have changed dick on that.
You get what you get, dude.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's just Japanese developers as a whole when they're porting to PC. It's like the laziest port of all time.
It's also wasn't there like with the Watch Dogs where they like nerfed the port because they didn't want people to feel like they missed out? Like
yes.
They bought the console version. They're like, we're not going to let you run this on optimum settings.
Yep.
It's weird.
People came out with filters and shit to make the graphics look like what they look like in the trailer. Yeah. I don't understand why. I don't know. I do understand why EA, released it on day and date because money, but it clearly needed to be delayed.
Yeah.
I don't
obviously.
I don't think it would have hurt the game any if they delayed it another month.
That's
a
like,
week.
it's 6 months or a
like
year
right
even,
now.
dude.
I guess they're trying to avoid Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, right? Tears of the Kingdom, but like that's an exclusive release and here's a multi-platform, so you'd have been fine.
Yeah.
Delay it a month.
Especially
Release
if
a
you're
game
still
that's
dropping it like
pretty
on
good.
the consoles,
Yeah. Or just release it on consoles first and put it on PC a month
Yeah, that's what
later.
I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, it's
Put
not
it
it's
out
not
there
that
and
big a
then
deal.
wait
Like let
6
the
months,
PC
dude.
people complain, but when it comes out finally and it works great,
Yeah.
you have better word of mouth. I don't understand. What is your thought on this on this right now, Chip? Like the rushed ports that don't work. Like
It's so weird, dude. Like it definitely seems like short-term thinking, shareholder thinking, like quarterly thinking is like
yeah,
just I don't know. Like and EA at one point had this figured out where they're like, oh, we just need to spin up more studios to have them like get 3 to 4 years to work on a game, and then they can release one game a year. But they'll be cascading, so it'll
staggered
be
through
like boom,
seasons.
boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom, boom. So each studio has 4 years, but like you have like a big tentpole release every year. It seems like at some point they're like, what if we could do it every quarter? And they're like, yeah, should we spin up some more studios? And they're like, no. They're like, oh, okay, let's see how this goes. And it's gone fucking terrible. Like I don't know, like people don't really forget. They never forgive. And like, it's just putting a bad taste in consumers' mouth. And we've said at this podcast like multiple times where it's like, we want like new stuff, new ideas to be out there. But like, if this is like how they're approaching it, it just seems like a spray and pray approach where they're just like, we'll throw out broken shit. We know we can patch it eventually. And if it, hopefully we're getting like a home run. Hopefully we hit like a Fortnite type of situation or a PUBG situation where like something just like takes off. And like some of it just seems contractual as well. Like there's other stakeholders involved, like especially if like you're with Disney doing a Star Wars IP. They're like, oh, we have it slated for this time and we need it there because like, there's whatever is happening on Disney Plus
well,
with our
Ahsoka
Star
doesn't come out
Wars
for a
universe.
while, but yeah, no, I get that. That's actually probably a true thought there, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's stuff, but it's not just Star Wars. Obviously, it's everything else. It's to the point where if it's a multi-platform release, like I hesitate to buy it on PC right away. Right?
Yeah.
It's like I'm more apt to wait because I think it's going to be broken. I own all the consoles. Right? If it's like a single player experience, I'd probably get the console version. It's multiplayer experience. I'm probably going to get the PC version.
You're talking about playing that Diablo beta on consoles, and I was like, disgusting. What's wrong with you?
It was better on consoles.
Yeah, it actually worked on consoles. It was like broken on PC.
Yeah.
Yet again, another example, dude. Like,
Yep.
yeah,
dude. It's
absolutely. I don't know, man. It's I think there's a lot of hardware. There's like a generational shift as well with the hardware, with like the 49s and stuff coming out. Like
you can't use that as an excuse anymore.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, you really can't.
I don't think you can. I agree with you that there is a generational shift, but the generational shift
you have to like
happened
bake
2
that
years
into
ago.
the cake.
It's
Yeah,
too late now. Yeah, it's too late. You
gotta
know
be like,
enough about
oh,
it.
yeah, you can't just be, oh, this is a cyberpunk issue where like we needed on the new stuff and the old
Cyberpunk was
stuff.
just the first one to drop with this issue. It's widespread.
And that should have been like everyone should have like looked at that and been like, let's take a second and pause and like really reconsider what we're doing because like all the blowback, all like the hate, the stock prices that were dropping, you can't be like, oh, this is probably fine. It's like, no, dude, obviously this is a terrible thing to do,
Yeah.
Like nobody's happy.
Yeah, right.
Except for the people on consoles. They won.
Dude, it's to the point where, if it's like you're looking at it and it's like, oh, it's a AAA release. Ooh, it's coming out for PC.
Yeah,
Ooh, we're not going to get that.
Yeah, look at like what they did to our boy Halo. My boy. Halo Infinite. What have they done to you?
It was buggy on both, though. It was buggy on both, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Some buggy mess still, dude.
Yeah, Battlefield 2042, obviously. Yeah, man, there's been no like shit. Even games that are like more niche, like the golf game, fucking buggy as shit when it first came out. Like EA Sports or PGA Tour, buggy as shit. Like
I think they just need to like scale back like on the scope of these games.
I think it's apparent that there's no PC testing. I think they're just straight porting.
Yeah,
I think
they're just we have ports figured out. Like this is fine.
Yeah, Yeah.
It was not fine.
Yeah, I think they target consoles first. They make sure it works on consoles. Then they go, the PC and console, the requirements are about the same. We're working on almost the same hardware. It's probably fine. And
Yeah,
they just
they
shoot
got
it
one
off.
button export.
I
This
don't
is
think there's
fine.
any. I don't think there's any QA testing at all for PC side. And or if there is, it's probably like a month of it, right? And
Yeah.
not there.
Do you think it's like the custom engines that they're using, that
They're
legacy
using
shit?
Unreal.
Do you think it's Unreal then? Is it an Unreal Engine problem?
I don't think it's.
They just dropped like a 5.2 update for Unreal Engine.
Yeah, I can't pinpoint it, dude.
You can now use nanite on foliage.
I can't. I truly can't pinpoint it, but it's definitely something industry wide that's wrong.
Unreal, something's wrong over there, dude. Something's in the water.
It's hard to say that it's Unreal, right?
I'm blaming Unreal now, dude. You've turned me around on this.
It might be, dude. Hard to say.
You gotta get in the mystery van with the boys and like take it apart Unreal frame by frame and see what's going on with this engine. Start pulling it apart.
It was Mr. Jenkins all along.
Decompile it.
Yeah, dude. Something's up. I think it's like a memory issue. Everything's been super hungry for VRAM as of late too.
Yeah. As soon as they can start using that, they're just like, yeah, we'll just offload all the problems there instead of
maybe it is an Unreal issue.
No trash compiling. Could be anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Even a boat.
And on that note, I think it's time for us to wrap up here. Anything you're looking forward to in the next couple weeks there, Chip? We're in we're officially in quarter 2 in like a couple weeks here. So anything you're looking forward to?
That Armored Core looked pretty sweet. I don't even know if that's coming to PC though. But
August. Yep, it is. It's
forever. AW. That's not till December though. So
yep.
And like I don't know, man, that game doesn't look great, like graphic wise.
Oh yeah, graphics wise. Gameplay wise though, I assume it'll be fun.
Yeah, I don't know. So that's kind of what they're hyping up. So I don't know about that. Yeah. What about you, man? Anything you're hyped about? Any stuff coming out?
Counter-Strike
see that Mario movie ever?
I'll be seeing it with the kids in a couple days. I was gonna take them to the movie theater, but their general like behavior in situations like that has not been great.
Yeah,
so I am
still pretty young, man.
Taking them to a movie.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot of loud noises, darkness, crowd of strangers, dude. Movie theaters are terrifying, bro.
True. So we'll be watching it at home. But
I told you I used to go to movies like solo, and then like I'd go in the middle of the day, and then like I would do this forever. I was like, oh, I want to see a movie, and like I was working overnights, and I'd just go like in the first matinee show and get it like cheap, and then like do other shit at the mall, and I'd do that forever. And then like hundreds of movies I saw like this. And then one time I like went in there, and it was just me, and then like one other guy like walks in the theater. And then just like comes and just sits right next to me. And like it's an empty theater in the middle of the day. And I'm just like, I look over at him. He does not even acknowledge that I'm there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then never again after that, dude. I was just like, that was just the weirdest shit ever, dude.
That is weird.
I'm good. It was super weird.
That's
so movie theaters are weird, man. Enjoy Mario, dude.
but yeah, Counter-Strike 2, Street Fighter 6, Diablo 4.
Shit, yeah. Street Fighter 6 is gonna be good, man. We talked about that.
Street Fighter 6 June 1st. They got my pre-order, dude.
Did that Diablo get you? Did that tickle you at all?
Diablo got me in gameplay, but did not earn my pre-order though because of Blizzard's past issues.
Have a shady.
But Street Fighter 6, the gameplay won me over, dude. That demo was a fucking banger. Cannot wait. Wait. So see how it goes.
Hopefully they do something with this story. Do you think there'll be like time travel shenanigans afoot?
It's weird because it's the first time that they're advancing the story of Street Fighter actually in 30 years or 20 years.
Yeah, they've really just were like, this is fine. With the story.
They went back in time for Street Fighter 5 and 4. Actually, it was 4 was set before 3, and so now this is actually set after Street Fighter 3. So we'll see what's going on with the story, dude.
They had like a time traveler, I think, show up in 4 briefly, and then they never mentioned her again. Just now I'm back to my own time.
The Crimson Viper, she wasn't a time traveler; she was an assassin. But
was it there a time travel? There was a time traveler somewhere in the Street Fighter lore.
There could have been. I mean, Gil was
There
like
definitely
a
is.
god, but yeah.
They're dealing with gods and time travel, dude. Anything could happen.
I think you
They did
might
the
be
same
thinking
thing
of
with
King
like.
of Fighters, though, 'cause there's definitely time travel in King of Fighters.
I know they pulled some shenanigans and tomfoolery in like Mortal Kombat 12, where they're like, we're gonna reset the realms or
That was
something.
11. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
11.
it's like
Yeah,
multiple parallel worlds.
that was
I'm glad that
definitely
like
time travel.
the audience has become sophisticated enough to actually like handle like parallel universes and
Yeah.
time travel.
They have.
Nobody's like, what the fuck is going on anymore? They're like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, right. I think Avengers helped with its
Yeah.
time
They
shit.
like
and
really
also
took their time and sat and explained it, helped
the
people's hands.
worldwide popularity of Doctor Who as well.
Yeah,
Kind of helps
Doctor Who,
with
dude. When are we getting a new Doctor Who video game?
The video games keep trickling out. Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know if they're any good, but they're there.
they're there.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
All right, on that one,
GG.
that's with the Combo Apple podcast.
We're here.
Don't pre-order games. For the
Don't
most part,
pre-order
we can
EA
find that
games
out.
or
Yeah,
Blizzard
right,
games, dude.
Just or multi-platform releases. I mean, I just
Only if
broke
you're
my
on a
rule with
PlayStation
Street Fighter
5
6,
or
but
Xbox.
we'll get to it. All right, guys, take it easy. It's Combo Wombo, Mr. Gimpy.
Chipmunk.
Talk to you next week. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, bish.
We out. Peace.